All right, ladies and gentlemen, now we're ready for the Truth Be Told with TbeyB.
Platforms, right? Like, I guess it goes back to when we used to be was teenagers and they was talking about cyberbullying, right? And so cyber, I mean, it happens in adults too. Like it happens in adults too. And then when you start putting yourself out there, and especially with social media these days, you reach so many people, and so many people have opinions about the way you look, about the way you dress, like all kind of things or whatever. So I'm gonna be transparent with y'all, and I'm gonna tell y'all a story that happened to me today, okay? Because I don't care. Like it is what it is, right? So I did this reel, and if you guys, on my Facebook page or on my Instagram page or whatever, I did this reel, and so I was doing my hair. It's this real popular sound on TikTok or whatever. I was doing my hair and everything, and I did this little transition or whatever from my hair being not done to done, right? And this guy reposted my reel and basically was like, "This is why dudes be fighting or are getting killed or something like that." He's like trying to fool men or something like that. So basically, I think this man thought I was a man and that I was like transgender. And I went from looking like a and yeah, like and he like shared it on his page and reposted it and made this caption and all kind of stuff, right? And so, I got a little attitude problem. But I went on his page like, are you trying to say I look like a man? Like, I've never heard a man say that I look like a man. Like, I don't know, bro. I really didn't. I was like, all I did was my hair. Like, I think I even barely had on makeup. Like, I don't even have on no makeup now. So I'm like, oh my God. I was just like, but just imagine if I was like a weak-minded woman. Like that could have really, I'm on the radio every week. I'm in front of people every week. I boost myself out there. I put myself out there. I mean, even beyond just my radio show, like, you know, I have a credit business, like I have a custom design business, like I'm out there, you know, you guys look me up, follow me, like my page, you know what I'm saying? But so for me, I'll just imagine like how do people just take it upon themselves to put their opinions out there about someone, about the way someone, because even if I was, right? Like, even if I was, what made that something that's what you wanted to put on your page? See, we got to take more accountability about our own social media things because it all starts with us, right? But we got to take even more accountability about the way that we treat each other. Like, I remember a couple of weeks ago what I did the Holy Covenant of Asiatic Nation, and it's about what the things that we say and the things that we don't say. I was just talking to my little sister, and I was like, you know, I know how it feels to just want to shut down and not talk to nobody, especially if you don't get a good vibe about them, you know, right? It's like I'd just rather say nothing. My mama told me if you ain't got nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all. But when you say nothing at all to people, that comes off as rude or like you're ignoring someone, especially if they're talking to you and all kind of stuff like that or whatever, right? So you don't even want to move like that because still it's holding a lower energy, right? It's tying you to a lower energy. And why spread that? I was having a conversation, and I need some of this water. I'm sorry. I got Adam's apple. Y'all looking to see if I'm a man now. I promise I'm not a man. But no, so I was having a conversation and I was talking, and they was telling me about their job, and it was telling me, I guess it was a bus had hit a man, I think on a bike, and like killed him. This happened in Kansas City Metro. I don't know if you heard about it, but they killed him or whatever. And so they had pictures and stuff of it. The bus drivers was sending it around and stuff. So it had the person I talked to work for Metro. So they had pictures and stuff of it. She's like, I'm about to post it on my page. And I'm like, why would you post that? You know, you think about the things like why would you post that? Like, why would that be the vibe that you want to spread? Why would that be the energy that you want to spread around to the people that chose to befriend you or choose to have you on their timeline, affect their day? Like, people check social media more than they check the news, more than they watch the news and stuff these days or whatever. So why would we want to say these hurtful things to someone or spreading all this down, just lower energy? And that's, to me, it's like society preys on that. And we have to be stronger in will and stronger in mind. Like, we have to be able to control. We can't just be falling into the traps of doing what everyone else is doing or following things just because it's the trend to do or it's the thing to do. You know what I'm saying? Or things like that. And if you don't have nothing nice to say about nobody, don't say nothing at all. Like, this man literally could have ruined my self-esteem. Like, I'm a single woman, right? Thank God for strength and the blessings of Allah that he's blessed upon me, that I know exactly who I am. You know what I'm saying? But however, this man, if I could have been any other woman, you think about people that commit suicide. Like, it's people that commit suicide behind cyberbullying. You know what I'm saying? What makes you feel that you have the right to say anything against anyone? Like, if you don't have anything beneficial to say or anything beneficial to add, why add anything at all? Like, if you think something negative, you ain't got to say it. trust and believe God know your thoughts. The universe knows your thoughts. So you already got your own, but you ain't got to say it. You ain't got to put it online. Then you're going to take it. And then the thing about it is when you're a public figure, I do consider myself a public figure. My face is on a memorial in a school. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, I consider myself a public figure. So when you're a public figure, people put these things out there about you and then people run with it. People run with it. They be waiting. It's like vultures. But why do we need to reevaluate our mind, reevaluate our space, reevaluate our thinking and things like that? Tell me what you guys think about in the comments or whatever. But it's like we need to reevaluate, because I like that I can see them on the screen now with the when I watch it back. I like that. So I like comments. But yeah, so it's like we need to be more considerate of the energy. Just imagine if people were more considerate of the energy that they were putting out. They took more control of it, right? Like, I'm not gonna say this negative thing. I'm not gonna say this main thing. I'm not gonna say about I don't like that outfit's not for me, but I ain't gotta say it to everybody. Somebody else might like it. You know what I'm saying? Like it might be somebody else's cup of tea. You know, but it's like we always got to spread the negative things. I feel like my lips look ashy. I'm sorry. But we always got to spread the negative things, right? And we need to get out of that. I couldn't believe that man said that. I ain't never had no man tell me I look like a man. Let me tell you this. I'm for real. I couldn't believe that. And I just be thinking like, you know, because y'all know I'm talking about it, so y'all know it kind of did bother me a little bit, because things that don't bother you, you don't talk about. That's the key. That's the nugget. I'm gonna tell y'all that. If you feel like it's on your spirit, it's on your mind, it's something inside you that you may want to dwell on and just sit and meditate on and try to figure out what that trigger is. You know what I'm saying? That because I'm be real with you guys, okay? So when he did that, it triggered me into some things that I had to heal myself from like middle school, high school. See, I got these broad shoulders. I don't know if you guys can tell, right? So when I was younger, you know, like girls it was mostly girls, it was never boys, but girls used to kind of, I guess, like bully me and say that I look like a boy, or that, you know what I'm saying, I look like a man or whatever. So I guess when I seen that like that, I'm like, wait, hold on. I thought I grew out of that. Like, you know what I'm saying? But it's a trigger, right? It's a trigger from a childhood trauma. And see, but I've done healing on these type of things, because now there's no way that, you know, there's no way that these things could bother me to the point where I'm just being open and sharing it with you guys, because this is the truth be told. And obviously it's on my mind to say, so somebody must need to hear it. Don't worry about what other people say about you, because those not your people. See, we got to realize that there's so many people in this world. Everybody is not going to be your people. You're not going to be cute to everybody. You're not going to be everyone's vibe, and everybody is not going to be yours. You know what I'm saying? And that's a messed up, I guess that's a kind of a messed up mentality, but you got to become the person that moves off of love, right? Then I always go back to this energy of love, because I feel like energy and frequencies is so important for humans to understand, because if you can tap into what frequency you're on and you can control what frequency you're vibing at, you can control your law of attraction. You can control the energy around you. And that's really what life is, right? Life is all about this plane of life, this plane of manifest, right? It's life, right? Physical life, like this plane of manifest is all about learning how to manipulate energy. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't agree with that, put it in the comments and tell me why or why not. But I'm gonna tell you, it's really just to learn how to manipulate energy. You know what I'm saying? What can you control when you can create for yourself and things like that? And you come back and man, I don't want to get into reincarnation. It's crazy because I look at the memories on my Facebook, and it takes me back to like old Truth Be Told. And last week, I believe it was last week, I wasn't live, right? And so they did an old show. I guess I gotta start doing that more, going back older, like when it was. This is a key for you, Mr. Walker. Not just like, but when I to plug in a show to go back all the way to where it was me and Nelson Neal, because people love those conversations that we used to have. And so I got so many people talking about the conversation that was going on last week. I had to go back and watch it. Like, what was we talking about? You know what I'm saying? Because it was an old show, right? So when I seen it was old, I was just like, whatever, right? And I was working and stuff, so I didn't really get tuned in. But I got so many people just commenting and stuff on it or whatever. And I was just, reaching out to me, talking about the conversation. And I seen the comments that was on it. And I'm like, oh, okay. They really like this show with me and Nelson Neal. But I realized that it's not necessarily, it is a little bit of the chemistry that I guess we had as with me having a co-host back then and everything like that. But also more of the topics, right? Because sometimes I'll be, and I'm just, being open with you guys. Like sometimes I be holding back some topics just because when you don't have someone else here with you, or if you guys not commenting things like that, then it's making it seem like it's like a lecture. And I don't want to be seeming like I'm trying to lecture anything on any like life changes or anything like that. But anyway, and I said that because I was about to start talking about reincarnation and coming back. What I'm just saying, life is all about manipulating energy and learning and how to control the energy around you to create your heart's desires. Don't get me wrong. You know what I'm saying? It's to create your heart's desires. So at the same time, when you control what frequency you dwell on, you start to tap in to that universal law of attraction. And that's what's important. Like you have to tap into the universal laws, right? Because the universal laws is showing you how to manipulate energy on the plane of manifest, which is what you're here for, right? So should be your goal to attain knowledge, cultivate your mind, learn how to use what do I want to say? You learn how to use the power of being a human, right? The power within you, if that makes sense. I don't know, but that's I was getting at that because I was saying it is important to be able to I don't know, but with your that's even if I call it the 5-second rule. I know I talk about this on Clubhouse. Y'all catch me on Clubhouse too. But they got this book, the 5-second rule, also comes with a journal. So the 5-second rule, and I was using it in an instance today. See, normally they want you to use the 5-second rule to accomplish your goal. So it's saying if you get a thought to do something that's of an action that's towards your goals, within 5 seconds, get up and make a movement, right? And so when I was talking earlier, to my little sister, I'm telling her we're gonna use the 5-second rule in a different way. And so now I'm gonna share with you guys because it helps with controlling your emotions. So you want to be able to respond to things and not react to things when people around you are being able to tap into your energy and bring you down to lower frequencies such as anger or frustration or a full breath, like a deep breath, not one of those short, not one of those like a in through your nose, out through your mouth type breath, the feeling in your abdomen, expanding your abdomen, you know what I'm saying? Like for real. And you might have to count to 5 sometimes just to be able to calm down and so that you say the right things and you say the things that you need to say to someone that you say the things that you need to be saying to be heard. Because a lot of times we respond to things out of anger, out of frustration, or out of the frequency that we're on, and the other person just picks up that same frequencies and give us that same response, and they're not able to understand or comprehend what it is that we're actually trying to get across. You know what I'm saying? Like, or how we feel, or how such situation is affecting us in a sense, so that there can be an adjustment to the situation. See, a lot of people like to make, I seen I just be talking. I seen this thing. It was a status I think I seen today, and it was saying adjustments over excuses. And it's crazy how things be coming to me, because this morning I was thinking about, excuses are monuments of nothingness that build bridges to nowhere. I tweeted that, right? That's from a poem. Most people that like cross into fraternities and things like that, they know about it. I learned it in college, probably from somebody in a fraternity or something, I don't know, at the time, but it's always stuck with me. I know it's a poem. It's a full poem. It's part of a poem. Oh, I do see that strong jawline though. Okay, no, but excuses are monuments of nothingness that build bridges to nowhere, right? That's always stuck with me, because excuses is one of the things that really bother me. And people have so many excuses. You can find an excuse for everything. You look at what you did today. You know what I'm saying? If it was something you were supposed to do that you didn't do, I'm pretty sure your brain's gonna come up with an excuse for it. But we got to be able to recognize these things about ourselves. See, it's all about self-recognition and self-awareness. That's why it's know thyself. You know what I'm saying? People be thinking that means know yourself all the way around, inside and out, right? And I gotta take a breath. What I'm saying, it's not, you really have to know yourself and be able to really take a second to really recognize, what frequency am I dwelling on? What emotion am I responding out of? Am I reacting or am I responding? We can talk about that on the next half of the show when we come back up, reacting versus responding, right? Because it's a difference. You know what I'm saying? People like, well, you were talking at me, not talking to me. It's a difference. They ever say it's not what you said, it's how you said it. Right? So it's a difference between reacting and responding. In most situations, we are reacting because we don't take the time to take that quick second to be able to think or to be able to breathe, so that we are responding to whatever situation or whatever is occurring at that time, occurrences occurring at that time, to have us feeling whatever way that we feel. We dwell in the anger, we dwell in the frustration. So what you want to, so then you want to fight. You know what I'm saying? Or you want to cry, or you want to, I don't know, whatever. Take matters into your own hands. We think about people that make decisions off of temporary emotions. And these decisions have long-term effects, and not just on us, but the people around us as well, depending on what type of choices that we are making. So if you had to be able to control yourself enough to know where you are and what space you're in, so that you can respond appropriately to whatever situation is occurring around you, we have to stop letting outside energies or outside things, you know what I'm saying, affect how we feel, right? Oh, perfect way to go into this break. They had this analogy about a thing of water, right? See, a thing of water, it doesn't matter what's going on outside of it. And the inside of this bottle, this water is still it. You can shake it up, it ain't gonna explode. I can open it. It ain't gonna explode. You know what I'm saying? It's still in the same condition. It's still water. Okay. But see, I got this soda right here. And if I do that same thing to this soda, this bottle getting hard. You can feel it. You can't even hit it. It's impelling with carbonation. It's gonna explode. You hear it? It ain't gonna explode because it ain't full. It ain't gonna come out. I ain't gonna do that on my computer now. But you can hear it. You heard the little You know what I'm saying? Like if it was enough soda in here, it would have exploded. Look at it. It's all fizzy. Look at it. You see the fuzz? It's all fuzzed up. You can't really see it because it's white. It's all fuzzed up and stuff. This water is unchangeable. It don't change. You shake it up, it's going back to the same condition. It ain't fuzzing, it ain't frizzing. The outside conditions do not affect this water at all. You can shake it however long you want to shake it. It's still gonna do what it do. It's no bubbles, still water. You can still open it, it's still calm. You don't hear no psh, nothing. Be a bottle of water. No matter what's going on around you on the outside, don't let it affect you on the inside. Still let that be the frequency of love, no matter what you do. Sometimes you got to tell people, you laugh people off. I love you anyway. You know what I'm saying? I forgive you anyway. They ain't even said I'm sorry. I forgive you. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. When I sneeze, and somebody around me and they don't say bless me, thank me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. Don't let the outside surroundings or outside conditions change who you are on the inside. That goes into relationships. We can go back into that in the next half because they say hurt people, right? But see, you got to be able to not let that change who you are on the inside. We were talking about the morals and the principles that you should have and that you should stand on as yourself, as who you are, right? Same way. Don't let outside conditions affect who that is. Don't let that change you. So and so made you mad. Now you're gonna move out of hate instead of love. You know what I'm saying? Now you're gonna do something scandalous. Now you're gonna put bad karma for yourself out in the universe. But see, that's what I told you. You got to make it personal. See, it ain't about everybody else. It ain't about the people on the outside. It's about you. I don't want to put the karma out there for myself. A cause and effect. That's a law. That's a universal law. That's going to happen regardless. I don't want to do it for myself. Skip you. I'm not worried about nobody else. Okay, yeah, you hurt me, but that's on you. You got to deal with that. That's your karma. Yeah, you made me angry. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. You might have stole some money from me or something like that, but that's your karma. I ain't gonna go back and steal you. I ain't gonna go back and kill you, knock you off your head or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, for what? I don't want to put that karma out there for myself. The only thing that can move me to do some stuff like that is if you threatening my life. Self-preservation. Now, self-preservation is a different story. I'm not saying just let people continuously run over you or nothing like that, but you got to understand that we put ourselves in different situations and things occur to see where you are. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it don't nothing happen to you, we don't know who you are. We don't know if you can handle it. So if you don't have challenges, the hurdles are going to come. We talk about that track metaphor. The hurdles are going to come. You got to be able to jump over them. That doesn't mean that the hurdles stop coming. You know what I'm saying? That don't mean that they stop coming. They going to come, you know? So what I'm saying is, but you got to take those at stride. Jump over. What? Out of here. You know what I'm saying? You got to take those at stride. But the thing about it is, they gonna come, but you can't let those things affect who you are. And sometimes those obstacles come in the form of people, whether they're posing as a friend, whether they're a relative or a family member, because you get tests through them as well, whether they're a lover, whether they're an associate, like whatever, a teacher, a coworker, like it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? The test comes through them as well. It's to test where you at. So you got to take everybody else out of it. It ain't about them. It's about you. Be selfish. Be selfish. When you want to react angry, when you want to be frustrated, when you want to go off, or when you want to hit whatever it is that you want to do, be selfish. Think about yourself. Think about the karma that you're putting out. I promise life will get better. If you're still trying to take things into your own hands, see, we got to understand it ain't about us taking this into our own hands, and we got to put that power into the hands that it's supposed to be in, right? Because that's not our job. That's not what you're here to do. You here to manipulate energy. You here to control your reality. You can't control what other people do. All you can do is control what you do. Be selfish. People try to tell you that being selfish ain't right, or that, you know what I'm saying, that's wrong, or try to put a negative connotation on it. No, be selfish. Know yourself. Don't allow yourself to be put in situations that's going to drain your energy. Don't allow yourself to be put in a situation that's going to put you on a lower frequency. And I need to take a break. Soon as I be getting lit, I be getting on fire. It be time for me to take a break, y'all. But bear with us. Like, take this time to like and share this video to your family and friends. I know I will. I'll be right back.
We're shining a long overdue spotlight on the hidden figures of untaught history who deserve to be celebrated for their contributions to civil rights, politics, the arts, and beyond.
Yes, Virginia, there really was a Bridgerton. The Netflix series about a biracial queen has a royal underlying backstory. Sophia Charlotte, born May 19, 1744, and lived to be 74, was the queen consort of the British King George III from their marriage on September 8th in 1761 until her death in 1818. As George's wife, she was also Electress and later Queen of Hanover and Queen of America when the United States was ruled by England. On her wedding day, Charlotte spoke no English. However, she quickly learned English, albeit speaking with a strong German accent. Queen Charlotte was a direct descendant of Margarita de Castro e Souza, a black branch of the Portuguese royal house. Several de Souzas traveled to the Netherlands when their cousin, the Princess Isabella, went there to marry the Grand Duke, Philip the Good of Burgundy, in 1429. Charlotte was a patron of the arts and an amateur botanist who helped expand Kew Gardens. She was distressed by her husband's bouts of physical and mental illness, which became permanent in later life and resulted in their eldest son George's appointment as Prince Regent in 1811. George III and Charlotte had 15 children in total, 13 of whom survived to adulthood. They included 2 future British monarchs, George IV and William IV. The suggestion that Queen Charlotte was black implies that her granddaughter, Queen Victoria, and her great-great-great-great-granddaughter, Queen Elizabeth II, had African forebears.
Alrighty, and we are back. I thank you guys for taking the time to let us basically pay our bills. Not just playing it, well, not playing, but for real. And if you got an event or a business or an event that you like sponsor here on KUAW, then make sure to send us an email, kuaw985@gmail.com. Oh, we actually, speaking of that, we actually got some stuff coming up for y'all. So make sure we tap in with the businesses and everything like that. Make sure y'all get a comment, like our page. Make sure that so that you can be updated when we launch this new program. And yeah, tap in with us. Okay. So what I want to talk about, I need to switch gears because I was getting deep on y'all and I was going in, you know what I'm saying, with the punches and stuff or whatever. So I had to calm down because what I really want to talk about, I meant to talk about this in the first half, but what I really want to talk about is this coronavirus and how it just disappeared, right? Now look, not saying coronavirus was not real, but I told y'all, if we go back 2 years, 2 years, I promise, for the last 2 years, especially 2 years around this time, we was heavily talking about coronavirus. We was talking about these vaccinations, these mandates that they were trying to have at the jobs and everything like that. Here we are 2 years later. Now mandates are being lifted. No more mask mandates. No more vaccination mandates. Travel bans are being lifted. Like, exactly, you know what it reminds me of? Ebola. It reminds me of Ebola. It was Ebola, everything, you know, it was like, oh, this crazy, it's global pandemic. One thing that I can say though, these things happen, again, you got to be mindful. So you got to be mindful of what's going on in the world. See, these things are going to happen because the economy needs it to happen. See, I remember this in macro and microeconomics. Every now and then, the economy needs something like this to either stimulate the economy, you know, or, you know, get down some fluctuation. Look at all the prices right now. Everything is fluctuating. Everything. Gas is so freaking high. I need a scooter. You know what I'm saying? I live in Houston. I just bought a new car. Stop it. Sorry, y'all. Sorry, I'm dog sitting. Be quiet. I'm sorry. But I just bought a new car. I did not think this gas was going to be that high, or anything like that. Like, it's crazy. You know what? I just bought a new car. I should have bought a Tesla. Like, if I knew gas was about to be like this, I would have bought a Tesla. But I'm gonna tell y'all one thing that is hitting, and y'all can hit me up on my page, any of my social networks. Just write me in just write me, send me an inbox, DM, PM, whatever you call it, whatever you want to call it or whatever. Send me a message, just say stocks. I send you a link. But I got my Stash app, right? And I invest in an ETF that's all the oil companies. So gas going up, everybody paying these high prices for gas, my stock going up. You feel me? My stock going up. I like it. I love it. I just don't like what it costs to fill up my tank. That's why I have not been nowhere today, because gas is way too high. But it was just crazy to me how, like, all of a sudden now, you know, so was it the vaccines that worked? You know what I'm saying? Was it because a lot of people did get vaccinated. So maybe it was a lot of people, but people do still been getting corona too, because my friend just said she just had corona a couple of days ago, but it just seemed like a cold. You know what I'm saying? Now to me, like, it might have a couple of different symptoms or whatever, but it is, I don't know where that yawn came from. I'm sorry. But it just, like, just seems like a cold at this point or whatever. But again, I am happy that it's seeming to be making its way on out of here. Not saying that we're going to get back to normal, because one thing it did show us is the power of technology. It did show us that we ain't really got to be sitting in offices all day, things like that, working from home. Even though, what is wrong with y'all president? Oh my God. So yeah, I guess this was supposed to be the first half of, because that's when I talk about politics and stuff like that or whatever. It's supposed to be the first half of the show, but I saved it for the second half today. I don't know why. But what is wrong with y'all president? I'm gonna ask y'all again. What's wrong with y'all president? Here's the thing. Oh my God, man. First of all, if it ain't gas, okay, one, gas way too high. Trump told y'all, I think I said this last week, that's gonna be mad at me, but Trump told y'all, and it's crazy because he got a whole little, when he was doing those what they call them, little lectures, them little things popping up in cities and stuff and talking, campaigning and stuff. He told y'all, see how you like paying under $2 for gas? Biden get in office, you're gonna be paying over $5 for gas, and look where we at. Look where we at. Gas is so dang high. Why? You know what I'm saying? Then he talking about some PPP. He talking about some PPP loans and cash app verification squad. He want to be all up in your financial business. Another thing that the other side was trying to protect us from, because they knew we was on the verge of a financial transition. They knew it was a transition of finances going on around here. Do you know how many of our businesses are going on right now? Do you know how many of our people are popping up as millionaires right now? You feel me? They knew that this was going to happen, because that's what that pandemic was made for. It was made for this transition. Go back to one of my shows. I told you, educate yourself. Get into the stock market. Get your credit up. Learn how to learn how to use banks. This is a financial transition of power. This was a financial transition of power. And if you didn't tap into it, you lost. You lost. If you didn't tap into it and tap into how to get your family some great rates on some life insurance and educate yourself on what it is that you really need to be doing and to build generational wealth during this time frame that we had all this time. If you didn't take the time to develop a skill, learn a skill, expose a skill, like whatever, but so many of us did that, and now look at them. Here now they coming back. PPP loans, now they want to put people in jail. Cash App, now you want to tax. You're trying to find more ways to tax me. Baby, when is the election? When are we electing the new president? How many years do we got? It seemed like it's been long enough. Like, for real. For real. Like, you're not doing nothing. What are you doing? You're not doing nothing. Chicken's so high right now. Food, groceries, everything so freaking high. I feel like everything is going up but my paycheck. If you got a corporate job, that's why so many people got side hustles and stuff now. Everything going up around you. Rent, food, gas, milk, everything. When's the last time you got a raise from your job? Tell me, put it in the comments. If you watching right now, put it in the comments. If you watching later, put it in the comments. When's the last time you got a raise from your job? You know what I'm saying? Like, this is crazy, right? And what, you're just sitting in the office doing what? You and old Camilla. Kamala, whatever her name is, what are y'all in there doing? So Joe, call Barack and tell him to help you figure this out. Like, bro, we need this figured out. Like, we cannot, this is not what's hot. This is not what's hot. I can't believe this is what y'all put it. I was just looking at my memories the other day from the election, which is why I should know when another election is coming up, because I was just looking at it. And y'all know who I really wanted to be president? What was his name? Dang, Mr. Walker, you know who I'm talking about. What was his name? Beto O'Rourke, or what was his name? Like, look, he was running out of Texas. I wanted him to be president so bad. I think his name was Beto O'Rourke. Yeah, Beto O'Rourke. I wanted him to be president so bad. I just love him. I do. I want him to be, somebody call him and tell him we need him to run for president. I put something on it, you know what I'm saying? I got some money on the campaign. What, Mr. Walker? Like, you know what I'm saying? Just, I put something on it. Like, for real. Somebody call him and tell him we need him. We need him. Because Uncle Joe, he ain't doing it. He not doing what we thought he was going to. He is not in there president, and like we thought he was going to be coming in there president, and he just ain't doing it. We thought because he was cool with Barack, that we was going to be good. No, I don't care about none of these bills and laws y'all signing into. I don't care about none of that. What I care about is these gas prices and these rent prices and these food prices. Everything else y'all talking about right now, these PPP loans and Cash App transactions and whatever else bills y'all trying to sign. I seen another bill, the anti-lynch. Oh yeah, this is good for my last 10 minutes. Baby, they just signed in, and I don't even know if he signed it yet, because it just passed the Senate. The anti-lynch law. First of all, why are we just now banning people from lynching people? Why is it 2022 and y'all talking about lynching? No, talk about this rent. Talk about this gas. I ain't never went. Have y'all opened up the newspaper and say Bubba Joe was lynched over there hanging from? When the last time y'all read something about somebody being lynched? When is the last time somebody got lynched? Somebody let me know. Tell me in the comments. When is the last time somebody got lynched? Don't get me wrong. I know it happened a couple of years ago. They was talking about somebody hanging from a tree down there in Mississippi or something. I don't know where it was at. I don't know how long ago that was, but you tell me why in 2022 we are signing an anti-lynch bill. Why is that the bill going to the president's office, executive order or whatever, to get signed? You know why? Because they want to say we did do something for Black people. We did. We gave you the anti-lynch bill. You can't say we didn't do nothing for Black people. We worried about the chicken and the high prices of the chicken and the rent. Okay, now I'm just playing, y'all. But for real, I'm laughing so hard because I just can't believe that this is the bill, right? This is anti-lynch. Y'all heard about it? Let me know in the comments if y'all heard about this. The Senate passing the anti-lynch bill, and it's going to the desk of President Biden for him to sign. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what we need in 2023. That's what we need in 20. Oh, sorry, y'all. Sorry, she gonna have to wait. But, like, people don't know I'm on the air. I got 10 more minutes, bro. Don't disrespect my time. Like, what? I'm gonna tell you, boy. I'll tell you about your friends, right? I'll tell you about your friends. Girl, you supposed to be watching me on air, not FaceTiming me. Not FaceTiming me. I'm just saying. But for real, the anti-lynch bill, I just couldn't believe that. Hold on, y'all. Let me text this girl. What I got? 10 minutes. But yeah, so the anti-lynch bill. Y'all, oh my goodness gracious. Oh my goodness gracious. I just couldn't believe, but for real, that's exactly what I thought. When I remember when we was talking about we started talking about reparations and all this other kind of stuff or whatever, and they was like, well, here's Juneteenth, we make it a holiday. So now, they expected Biden they was expecting Biden to come in here, and Kamala Harris, whatever, to come in here and really do something for our people. I don't know why they say they want them to do something for Black people, because that's no such thing. We talked about that over there. Okay. So they wanted to so that's what lost my train of thought. I'm sorry, y'all. I be having to check on my friends to make sure everything okay when I begin text messages and stuff, because everybody know I'm on air right now. I'm from 6 to 7 on Tuesdays. Truth be told, y'all know I'm on air. But anyway, so I felt like they was just doing that to like I said, to feel like they can say that they did something for our people. Like they did something constructive for our people, so people can't be like, they didn't do nothing for me. What they do for us, because they already had us conversation or whatever. Which, why we expect somebody to do something for us blows my mind. Like, why do you expect somebody to do something for you? What do you do for yourself? How many books you read a month? You know what I'm saying? How much time do you put into your finances? How much time do you put into budgeting your household? What do you do for yourself? We always want somebody to do something for us. No, quit waiting for somebody to do something for you and get selfish. Do something for yourself. Don't wait around on somebody to do something for you. Then you won't be so disappointed. See, disappointment comes from expectations. I don't have no expectations of nobody in the government. I ain't got no expectations. I don't expect them to do nothing more than what they've been doing or affect my life more than how they ever been affecting my life, which is barely. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't expect them to do nothing much more outside of what it is that their job is to do. I'm not expecting them to do nothing miraculous or anything like that. However, this is where I think people messed up. See, and this is when I was going back to this time of election or whatever back in my things, and I made this status that our people move off of emotion and not logic. See, this is when I think that we moved more off of emotion of what was going on in the situation, of what the media was putting in our ears and what we were seeing and everything about Trump and him being racist and everything like that. Like, we just wanted him out of office. You know what I'm saying? But what we understand is that the United States is a business. The business is failing right now. That's why everything's so high. See, when Trump was in office, Trump is a businessman. He was running the business. See, everybody could afford to be in the business. Everybody was thriving in the business. But see, now you didn't put somebody up in there that don't know how to run the business. He don't know how to run the business. That's why everything is just it's messed up. You know what I'm saying? It's messed up. And if you don't think it's messed up, my rent going up $80. How my rent going up? I'm supposed to to be like a faithful member of, you know what I'm saying, the community and stuff or whatever. I've been living here, giving you my time, paying my rent on time during a pandemic, and my rent go up. What? Where the loyalty? Where's the loyalty? I don't even buy a new car, gas almost $5. Come on, what is going on? And if that's the case, y'all creating all these new jobs, skip all these new jobs. I need more money in the job that I currently got. Like, they not running the business right. Somewhere the business is failing. You know what I'm saying? They owe so many people. They done took out so many loans. They got to increase. They got to take all the money up. They got to take everything up from y'all or whatever. You know what I'm saying? The business. Y'all they took the businessman out of office, and now we all messed up. Now we all messed up. You know what I'm saying? Now it ain't. I don't even want to I don't even want to be in this company no more. I don't even want to be in this company no more. You feel me? Take me to Africa. Take me to Africa because I'm sorry. Damn, I'm getting all these text messages throwing me off or whatever. But I'm just saying, I don't want to be in the business no more. They don't know how to run the business. I ain't trying to go down with the sinking ship. Like, this is crazy. When is the next election? Somebody call Beto. I'm ready to give Beto a chance, okay? Because we tried, I told y'all we should have been single as a country for a little bit and just, you know what I'm saying? We didn't need no presidents or nothing like that for a little bit or whatever. Then we just threw somebody in office and now everything got messed up. You know what I'm saying? Somebody call Beto. If y'all don't want Trump back, somebody call Beto or something around here so that we can get some stuff back on track here because we is off track. And they gonna try to throw in this little, and I don't even know if it's the Emmett, and I don't even think it's the Emmett Till. I don't even think it's called Emmett Till. I just know it's an federal anti-lynching bill. The heck, I'm sorry, I'm about to cuss. The heck we need an anti-lynching bill for in 2022. You try to lynch me, I'ma shoot you. What are you talking about? Like, come on now, we got guns. Like, what? Should nobody even be able to lynch you? Like, I'm sorry, I'm not a what's the gun people? The NRA. I ain't a spokesperson for the NRA. I ain't a spokesperson for the NRA, but I'm just saying that's crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't just committed, endorsing guns and everything, but you should have some guns to protect yourself. I'm just saying. Because if you kind of come up and lynch me, it's not gonna happen. I don't need no anti-lynching bill. No, that's not what we need. We need fairness. And can we talk about fairness and refinancing of our housing? Can we talk about some real stuff? Can we talk about some of the pressure, the foot on our necks? Can we get some of that off? I don't need an anti-lynching bill. I don't need an anti-lynching bill. I don't feel like, if you feel like you need an anti-lynching bill, please put it in the comments. Please let me know. Because am I the only one out here? Am I the only one out here that feels like that? I wonder, because I really just want to know. Am I the only one that feels like that? Because I just felt like that was, I don't know. It was just unnecessary. You feel me? And it's like, do some things that's necessary. Do some things that is gonna help the growth of our people, of our nation. That's really gonna help us. Give us some of our land back. Give us some of our money back. Some of the stuff you stole. You know what I'm saying? Something. I don't need an anti-lynching bill. I just don't need that. All right, anyway. This has been the Truth Be Told. My time is up. I'm gonna leave y'all with the Holy Covenant Asiatic Nation. And then we're gonna get out of here. You are the children of one father, provided for by his care, and the breast of one mother have given you suck. Let the bonds of affection, therefore, unite thee with our brothers, that peace and happiness may dwell in our Father's house. And when you separate in the world, remember the relation that bondeth you to love and unity, and prefer not a stranger before thy own blood. If thy brother's in adversity, assist him. If thy sister's in trouble, forsake her not. So shall the fortunes of thy father contribute to the support of his whole race, and his care be continued to you all in your love to each other. Peace.